Welcome to Family Resources, a social services agency with over 100 years of experience supporting successful lives to build strong communities. The history of Family Resources dates back to 1849, actually, and it was originally started as a place to help individuals who were displaced by the war, and specifically women and children on the banks of the Mississippi. But much has happened since those early days, both in the world as a whole and in the local community in particular. And at every step of the way, Family Resources has been there to provide support during times of great need. Over time, the organization has grown and today serves counties from Dubuque down to Keokuk and 4 counties in Illinois, impacting the lives of thousands of people every year through direct services, education, advocacy, and outreach. Last year, over 7,000 individuals were supported through survivor services alone.
My name's Kathy. I'm the Adult Domestic Violence Counselor for Survivor Services. Survivor Services provides services to survivors of domestic violence, rape, sexual assault, other violent crimes, as well as human trafficking. We have advocacy services as well as counseling services, and we can connect people with other resources in the community.
As you might imagine, it takes incredibly special people with a deep commitment to the mission in order to do this work in ways that continue to have meaningful impact. And Family Resources has no shortage of these kinds of exceptional people.
So for the first 8-ish years, I was at shelter. 4 years ago, I transitioned into this counseling position. I really felt like when I walked in the door at shelter, I didn't know what I was doing, but very quickly I figured out that I was where I was supposed to be and doing, I'm gonna cry, great, and doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Kathy isn't the only one who believes she is where she's supposed to be and doing the things she is supposed to do. She is joined by many others throughout several service lines, all people on the front lines who make it possible to do the work that meets the vital needs of this community.
My name is Sarah, and I'm a survivor advocate with Breaking Traffic and Family Resources. I'm a survivor myself, and so I'm very passionate about helping other survivors. So a typical day in Breaking Traffic varies from, we do anything from going into schools and working with kiddos and groups. We can work with clients one-on-one. We can help them with finding shelter if they need emergency shelter. Sometimes we go into the hospital. And we also go into schools and do presentations where we teach the Set Me Free project if there is a sexual assault or domestic violence, and we're there to support the survivor and explain the process to them. We also offer medical and legal advocacy. So legal advocacies would be, sometimes we can be there as sometimes just a physical presence for the survivors. Sometimes it's hard for them to talk with law enforcement, so we can be there for that, or we also help fill out orders of protection.
While the organization does prioritize meeting the needs of survivors, they also understand that this community has needs that extend far beyond survivor services, and have developed several service lines to meet those needs. Knowing that early intervention in the lives of children is vital to the overall health of a community, the organization has developed the Comprehensive Care Coordination Department that includes a coordinated assessment program, integrated health home, and holistic care coordination. These programs are made possible by community partnerships and are aimed at supporting young people and their families in order to meet basic needs like food, shelter, and access to medical and behavioral health care.
My name is R.T. Gentillery. I work for Family Resources as a CAP care coordinator. The CAP stands for Coordinated Assessment Program, so I'm a care coordinator for CAP. So we just care for individuals, we care for families and youth. So what I do, I just connect families and youth to resources within the community that supports their mental health, behavioral health, overall supports the family, give them basic needs, whatever the family's in need of. That could look like rental assistance, therapy, sheltered housing, even getting their car fixed. And there's nothing that we can't do, I should say. And we provide advocacy for the family as well, so that may look like going to doctor's appointments, court appointments, or school meetings. So, yeah.
In addition, Family Resources is also a private provider of behavioral health services in Muscatine and Scott counties.
Their therapists provide individual, family, and group therapy on an outpatient basis. And because they know mental health does not discriminate by race, age, gender, or class, Family Resources provides access to these services regardless of an individual's ability to pay.
My name is Mary, and I work in the Crisis Stabilization Unit. Basically what Crisis Stabilization is that we get the youth in the program before they go into a major crisis to try to stabilize them.
My name is Crystal Nussi, and I am a school-based therapist for Family Resources. I was a teacher for 8 years. I taught 3rd grade, and they just needed so much more than what I could give them as a teacher. And I wanted to be able to give more to them than just their education. So with my experience in the high school is a lot of high schoolers suffer and have depression and anxiety along with other mental health diagnosis. Although they are seen, maybe medicated, I believe that with everything that goes on in schools, violence, gun violence, bullying, that's almost on a daily basis for some of these kids, that they just need that outlet to be able to speak with somebody who can hear and listen to what they have to say. A good day is when I get those students that come in, they're like, Miss Nussi, I'm having a great day. I don't feel sad today. I had dinner with my family last night. Nobody argued, or I'm hanging out with my friends after school. They just live a normal life.
The organization also provides foster and adoptive family connections, through which they offer licensing and support to prospective and current foster and adoptive families. Through the Iowa Aftercare Services Network, they provide services to young people ages 18 to 24 who have aged out of foster care. And finally, through the High Roads Advantage Youth Program, they promote literacy and economic stability for young adults and families by providing effective, work-based education that integrates basic skills in real-work situations for youth ages 16 to 24. In short, this organization has a broad reach and a vital role in the community, and none of it would be possible without the time, talent, and treasure of the people who have committed themselves to this mission.
My name is Bob with the volunteer program at Family Resources. We have anywhere between 18,000 to 21,000 hours of volunteer hours that are put in by over 900 volunteers every year. It varies. It sounds like a lot, but it takes a lot of people, a lot of volunteers to support the services we offer. We help people who are suffering and living with trauma and abuse, and all those volunteers train, they get vetted, and contribute either in a minor or major way to help support those services.
Closely connected to the work of the volunteers on campus is the Donation Shop, an important resource for people in times of crisis.
Yes, it's for our clients. Our clients are in life transitions or dealing with a crisis. So this is like a restart shop where they can come and get things that they need to start over, clothing and household items.
As the organization considers its path forward to serve this community far into the future, it has set its sights on a particular priority that is certain to guarantee its success for many years to come.
The most current priority for me is to make sure that the culture of our organization is one that is welcoming and supportive of our most vital resource, which is our employees, because we can't do the work that our community needs us to do without happy and healthy employees. So that's a big, it's the number one priority for me.
The people are the priority, and with people like this, the path forward is full of possibilities.
Oh yeah, I love my job. Being able to help the kids. And then when they have a success story, they always call back and be like, hey, Miss Mary, I really appreciate you being hard on me, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And I'd be like, yes, I actually got through to somebody. That really makes you feel good.
So what I love about working here is working one-on-one with the clients. It's very rewarding to see, especially when they come into the progress that they're making.
I think staff and volunteers both always are working tirelessly and generously to help make a difference and to support people, to empower them, to give them a new start in life.
What I love about working here is the clients. They're amazing. They are capable of more than they know they are. They are willing to learn. They are willing to grow. They are willing to do the hard work.
I love I've always loved Family Resources just as an organization for what they stand for. Just the compassionate that they have towards the community, the families. Not only that, I feel like they care just as much as their employees as they care for the families and youth that they serve. So I've never been in a workplace that genuinely, and I mean like genuinely, like from the heart, cares about you. Not something that's like cliche or I'm doing it just to make sure that you don't leave, but they actually genuinely care about you and your well-being.
So first, I want folks to know that if you work at Family Resources, you are going to work in a culture that supports your self-care, that supports your family, that supports you taking time for your family, whatever that looks like, and that is going to work with you around flexibility. I also want folks to know that when you work at Family Resources, you are a part of having an incredible impact on our community. And I know that nonprofits in our sector aren't always the highest paying jobs, but it is extremely rewarding. It's tough work. That's why we have this culture of support. But at the end of the day, you know you're making a difference, and that's worth a lot.
And now all that's missing is you. Whether you're a survivor, a donor, a client, a volunteer, an employee, a prospective employee, or just a member of the larger community, this organization needs what it is that you have to offer to help them live out their mission far into the future.
How can the community best support the work that Family Resources is doing? First, consider donating. It's absolutely the number one need that we have here at Family Resources is financial support to do the good work. Second, get involved. Volunteer with us, like our social media, help us spread the word that Family Resources is here and we're here to help. A lot of people don't realize the depth and breadth of services that we offer, and they don't know to call us when they're in need. But the more that people understand that a call to Family Resources can help them access a multitude of services or connect them with other providers in the community, the more someone is going to be equipped when someone, their neighbor, their friend, their family member tells them that something is going on and they don't know who to call, that person says, wait a minute, there's this organization called Family Resources. Let me get you their number.
So what are you waiting for? Come be a part of supporting successful lives to build strong communities with Family Resources.
We welcome you. Come on in.